Hi guys, welcome to Throne Thursdays. Every Thursday we do daily pick a card that is Game of Thrones themed. First card we got is the Empress, Death in the reverse, Four of Coins, the Magician. I just heard someone's trying to pull the wool over our eyes. The Fool, things that have been... Oh, there's a nice shot of it. You can see the dragon in the back. So something that has been hidden in the darkness is now being brought to light. The Traitor. I got caught red-handed, but we kind of knew this all along, that they betrayed us. But now there's rock-hard evidence with the red showing that, I just got warning. So watch who you're spilling secrets to. And we also got the warning of a male betraying us. And we got the Six of Spears. So without delay, we're going to get right into this. So with the first card being the Empress, very independent female. Standing strong on her own. So the first card we got is the Empress. Fertility, creativity, authority, abundance, peace. The Empress denotes the mother, wife, or female partner, and feudal female. She symbolizes care, security, and abundance, so relationships flourish. The card can also predict a child, as she is traditionally paired with the Emperor. She represents stability and love, creative projects. Also thrives under her influence. Home life is harmonious. Another meaning is unfold. New opportunities unfold. Finances improve. So if you've been worrying about your finances, this is saying that finances will improve. And we've been seeing signs of that. They're trickling in. So the next card we got is Death. So with the Death in the reverse, this doesn't actually mean the reverse, doesn't mean the actual physical death of something. This could be in the western part of the world, we're going to winter. So it's like we're hibernating, we're isolating because some of us don't like the cold. So, right now we're getting a lot of rain. So the trees are now absorbing all of the water that they can to store it in their trunk over winter, so they survive the winter to give rebirth in the spring. So some of this is like the end of a relationship. Some of this is like, end of a job. But something beautiful will flourish from this. You can see the light in the background, the candles. So it's like, something is ended, but, the light is, you'll see the light at the end of this. It's not going to be completely darkness. In any cycle, you'll see the light at the end of the tunnel. Endings, rebirth, loss, transformation, release, truth. Death, reversed, holds the same meaning as the upright card, but with some difficult emotions: anger, regret, shock, stress, the need to hold on. Try to accept what has occurred and look forward. One thing I also got as a positive sign today is Monday and Tuesday in the Hebrew faith. After Sukkot, we do this beautiful traditional dance, and we do the Kiddush prayers, and we read the Torah, and we try to finish the Torah on the Monday. It's like wrapping up things. We're trying to make sure that things are wrapped up. And then Tuesday, we are starting over again. We start all the way at the beginning of the book of Genesis, and we start reading over again for the beginning of the Bible again. And we do this beautiful dance during Sukkot in these 2 days. The first or second day, we did ours the first day on the Monday, and we do this rain dance. So we're basically asking God, Spirit, whoever you believe in, to bless us with rain, so Ground can soak up all the water it needs to make it through the winter, to have an abundant spring and summer to give us a beautiful harvest next year. We got a lot of positive sides today. It was sunny, 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 and then all of a sudden the rain fell. And as I was doing the video on my stories, a bunch of blue jays were flying around. Positive omens. So it's like, keep your eyes open for positive omens right now. You know what I mean? You know, some of us get, the winter blues and stuff, but just think about this as isolation and a time to heal and a time to, get better with ourselves. If you lack the sunlight, try and sit in a window in the sunny and get that vitamin D and feel the heat of the sun on your face. Like, there's certain things you can do. Get yourself a salt rug so you don't feel so vulnerable in the winter months. So the next card we got is the Four of Coins. Because we have this amazing energy in the air. I feel like, honestly, I feel very, like, anxious in a positive way. I was actually speaking to a friend about that. I actually had, from the Mercury retrograde, I get anxiety in my chest, and speaking to this individual, it improved it. So the Four of Coins, improvement, money, security, materialism. So we're getting a lot of these cards where there's money coming in. Money is starting to come in. So we got this in the reverse position. The reverse card shows insecurity. So when I was talking about this on my live IG video, I usually film the live IG and then I come and film for YouTube and Facebook. A lot of us are going to feel this insecurity with the holidays coming up, but try and make yourself a budget. Excuse me, just having some Neocitrin there. We feel insecure because we know once Christmas is done, the holidays are done, the bills start to come in. And that's where a lot of us get anxiety and depression. But try to stay on a budget. Don't go exceeding. Get gifts that have more meaning than actually, not everything has to cost $200. Get something, pay attention to when people are talking something that they really want, something that they need. I get them that, because that gift will have more meaning than something that costs a lot of money. Because you could buy them something that costs a lot of money and it's just going to sit in their closet because they won't use it because it costs a lot of money. Or they just, it's something they have to dust. So try and get more meaningful gifts this Christmas. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to cost that much money, guys. Don't give yourself unneeded insecurities about money. You know what I mean? Try to live on a budget so that way when January comes around and the heat bills, because we're in the Western world, because we're in winter, the heat bill comes and it's like $200 plus Christmas. You have been running your tree and your Christmas lights and it's more than that. So just try to, watch what you're doing so that way you don't feel that anxiety come January. Try to be proactive about it. This might be because you cannot find regular employment, a reorganization at work moves you away from promotions, or more generally, you're finding it tough to save or hold on to money just now. And that's what I was talking about with me. Sometimes I feel insecure because I'm not babysitting. That's what I do as a full-time job. And it's like, where I live is more an isolated area. So it's hard to find as many babysitting jobs as I'm used to. So to have that security of that job. So that's why I'm talking about, try to buy more meaningful, useful gifts this Christmas rather than things that cost a lot of money. Like, it's like the woo and the awe of it, but it's like, okay, are they going to use this every day? Try and get something that they're going to use every day, or they're going to use once a week. Something that has more meaning. You know what I mean? They're always hiding when you least you expect it, right? So the Magician is our fourth card. Success, willpower, messages, manifestations, inspirations, diplomacy. So when I posted the candle magic video, if you missed that, it's in YouTube, and it's also posted on IG in the little bubbles there above your pictures. So it's kept there. If you're wondering about that, Monday and Tuesday was this high seventh energy, this beautiful door that was open, and it's like extraterrestrial energy. So I was like, what a perfect time to do candle magic, because I've talked to Erin, which is Soulwork, SOULWRK on Instagram, and she's a medium, intuitive, a spiritual guider. It's like she taught me this a while ago, and I finally got to it because I was like, when do I do this? And when I heard about this time after Sukkot, they call it the 8th day of Sukkot, where we do the dance for the rain, asking for an abundant year and for God to provide all of our needs. God knows all of our needs and he will provide. So this is what I was like, what a better time to do this candle magic, to set our manifestations on high. So this is a very magical day because there's 7 days of the week, and they called the Monday that just passed is kind of technically the 8th day of Sukkot. And this is when we do this beautiful dance for abundance, for God to provide for the whole year of all of our needs for the ending of 2019, 2020. And it's like, that's why we light this candles. And that's why I was like, what a better time to do the candle magic. The next time will be during Hanukkah. And it'll be the 8th day of Hanukkah is the best time to do the next candle magic. So the magician, in the positive, actions, ideas, and energies abound. It's time for inventiveness, expansive thinking, and new direction. So this card often comes up to show new work, relationships, business startups, and other successful creative ventures. At the spiritual level, you can connect with your higher self or true purpose. If you're waiting for the news, this card tells you that you will soon have the information you need. Additional meaning, significant journeys, moving home. So we have some people moving home and some people moving away from home. And remember, we got the card in the reverse yesterday with the energy oracle cards. So it's like, I got the feeling when I was doing this with IG that some college students are moving home because school isn't what they thought it would be. And school's not for everybody. So that's, you know what I mean? We got to be understanding with that. And just tell them, okay, now that you have decided not to finish school, be understanding and say, okay, what is your game move? I think you should go out tomorrow or give them a couple days to settle back at home. You need to go out and get yourself a job and figure out what your next steps are because, you're at the age where you need to sustain yourself and pay for your own bills. And you have to pay off what you just, this debt that you just came into. So that way it doesn't carry forward into the future. Let's put an ending to this now so that way you're not suffering down the road from this, right? So the Fool. So you can see it kind of when I tilt it. You can see the dragon behind Tyrion. So it's like things that have been kept from you are now brought to the light. Tyrion is shining the light on this situation. And it's funny enough that we got the traitor as the next card. We got a traitor-like card yesterday, a warning of a male that's going to betray us. But I got the herd caught red-handed. So they were getting away with it, and now it's like the truth always comes to the light. You don't have to be a good liar if you're always telling the truth. You know what I mean? You tell the truth, you don't have to worry about lying about anything. You don't have to worry about getting caught up in your life. So they're going to get caught up. And this is on a significant level that no matter what they do, they're in trouble. I got government. I'm not going to delve any more into that. If you want to, DM me, but I'm not delving into that on this. So, the Fool, risk, innocence, opportunity, beginnings, youth, an adventure, opportunity, new phase, or perspective beckons. There's an air of spontaneity and optimism as you follow your dreams in the spirit of freedom. Starting up your own business. That's what I'm saying. When we have people coming home and leaving home, you know what I mean? In this day and age, all these young kids, they're sitting there being their own bosses. They're starting up their own channels. They're believing themselves and they're taking that risk. They're dropping out of school. Not that I'm encouraging that, so don't come for me. I'm just saying that this is a day and age with the internet. If you use it in a positive way, can be your best friend. And you can be your own boss. So this is a beautiful, like if someone in your family that wants to do that, have their back because you never know what they could become. They could become the next Facebook Mark Zuckerberg or something. Taking a break before you begin. and calculate the risk before you take the leap of faith. Additional meaning, independence, a student, a young person leaving home. So we got one coming home with the magician and one leaving home. So don't necessarily look this as a bad thing. You know, sometimes situations call for us to return home. After Shane passed away, I moved in with me and my mother, ended up getting a house together. So we were living together there for a bit until I was able to get, find that confidence in myself that I could do it on my own again. So the next card is the Traitor. I get a very strong female energy with this card. Key meanings: finality, truth, endings. So, a bond is broken. So this is someone that you're really close with. This 10 is the card of endings. The evidence is unmistakable. The decision is final. Although you may be shocked or confused with hindsight, you will see that the situation has been building for some time. The upside is all the surrounding tensions has disappeared, making way for you to move on up. So this is going to be the platform to bounce you on your comeback. This is unfortunately going to be this information brought to light. It's going to be the catapult to your comeback. It's unfortunate that we have to live in a atmosphere. The bond is broken, so this is a very strong bond. I get a mother type energy with this. 6 of Spears. This will be up to you. I get that they're going to try and repair this situation and try and come back into your life, and it's up to you if you want them back. But if you know what I mean, if that person has such a strong bond with you, why would they even try to betray you? So this beg your pardon. 6 of Spears. Success, acknowledgement, prizes, self-confidence. I heard you might win a lottery. I heard someone lottery. But it's not like a lottery ticket sense. It's like a 50-50 or a giveaway kind of lottery. Like House for Homes kind of lottery. Take a well-deserved bow. The harmonious 6 shows appreciation and success. You are recognized and rewarded for your work or your community, educational, or sporting achievements. This card answers yes. So any of you that have been asking Spirit a question, this is a big old humongous yes. If your question was, will I pass my examination, win this award? The card shows self-confidence and in relationships feeling high on love. So I don't know if I mentioned this or not, because as I said again, I do a live of this on Instagram. So there is a female that takes public transit to work. And when you sit on the bus, it's right behind the bus driver. So there's like 4 seats behind the bus driver, and then there's 4 seats across from the bus driver. So where the door is, you sit there all the time. And there is an ad above you when you face the left-hand side. So look, when you face the people, look above their heads. There's the ads there. There's a big old yes or no from universe. I heard yes. From Spirit. You asked Spirit a question, one of those ads are going to speak to you and resonate with you as a big old yes. So keep your eyes and ears open for messages and for signs from Spirit. Something will resonate with you. So I hope you enjoyed this Throne Thursday. I hope you come back and join us for tomorrow's Daily Pick a Card, which will be for Friday. Have a blessed and safe Thursday. And this situation will catapult you to a positivity. So don't let the negative take over. Have a blessed Thursday, and we'll see you tomorrow.